order to buy. I just bought above this bull bar here, seeing it as second leg down in a bull trend. So first leg down, sideways, second leg down. I would have preferred it to go below this low. I feel like that would be a little bit higher probability, bouncing off support. But we reversed up from slightly above it. So we have a lower high and higher low. Because we didn't get below this low and didn't get down perfectly to support, I have my stop a little bit lower, somewhere here. Ideally down here, but I won't let that get hit. So just because of that risk that we might get another small leg down first to touch that support level. But otherwise, I think it's a second reversal up of a second leg down or a second leg sideways. So that could be enough for a resumption of the bull trend. I have an order at 297.77 to take off one share. This is a situation where it'd be nice to not be as cautious. And what I mean by that is having a stop below right here. Technically it is a second leg down, and it's a second reversal up of a second leg down. So those are two criteria, second entries, where it makes sense to put the stop below. But because we didn't get there and I was a little uncertain, I put my stop all the way down here. And by putting my stop here, obviously I don't let that get hit, but I give it room to come back down and form another second leg. So if this is the second leg, I give it room to go sideways, come down a little bit, and then potentially resume the trend. So because I was extra cautious, I had to trade smaller. But if I traded, so I'm risking $2 down to here, which is unlikely to get hit. But if I risk $2 and put my stop here where I would normally put it, I'd already be up $3. And so that would be a really nice trade. Instead, it's a much smaller trade because I was being extra cautious. So I think that's where I have to also find a nice balance of, it's nice to have a wide stop and be cautious when it's appropriate, but you also leave a lot on the table by doing that if you don't know when to use a tight stop. And I think this may have been that time to use a tight stop. I don't know if that's just hindsight now that I'm seeing it work out. I thought it was a good entry, but I also thought that we might have to come a little bit lower and test that low. So, I mean, now I'm not going to let the stop get hit. Now I'll move my stop up because clearly that was the signal to resume the trend. But had I put my stop here earlier, I would have been able to use bigger size. All right, we didn't get to my target at 77. Instead, we got a bear bar. And so decided to exit all of it at the high close. I was hoping to just get out of one, but then we got the bear bar, and that made me feel like, I mean, I didn't think it was going to reverse after 3 bull bars closing on their highs, but that's not the kind of bar I wanted to see. So may have been a little bit too aggressive to exit, but I didn't like that bar closing on its low. So finished with 86 cents. Moving pretty quick here, so I'll talk about the trade once it's done. All right, just got out. So let me just see how much I made on that. $1. So what I did here was we had this first impulse, and we got a pullback, all in a bull trend. So I was thinking that this leg would probably be the final leg of this move down. And so I was looking for a buy in here. It started to accelerate, so I didn't buy the low. I didn't buy this low. I was thinking that it would get back up above here, above this low, but I just didn't want to buy with a limit order. So as it rallied up, it started to form a really strong and quick impulse up, and then it pulled back. So as it pulled back, I bought 2 shares here, I bought 2 more shares here, and then wanted to take profits up at the I thought we would get up to the high of the sell climax, so I wanted to take profits up on the way there. And so I think today is like a 20-cent scalp day. So I wanted to make at least 20 cents on my first order. And so I ended up making about 22 cents. I think it was 22 or 20, about 20 cents on the first order and about 30 cents on the second order. So 50 cents on 2 shares ended up being $1 profit.